Hi everyone and welcome to Vlogtober 2023. My name is Leonie and I'm coming to you from South Africa. I did Vlogtober last year as well. This year I was thinking, am I doing it? Am I doing it? Am I doing it? And I'm doing it. And it's springtime in South Africa, which means lovely weather. I can never complain about the October weather here. So that's something to look forward to. I have shown you my layout here for October. I've got my Scrappy'tober box, which I made a reel for in, not a reel, a short of how I unboxed it. And then on this side, I've got still a little bit of Scrappy because all my Scrappy things do not fit onto one little side table. And in this side I've got my MKAL, which I also made a short for, which I will put the thingy in here, which reminds me, I know it's not the most prettiest, but it is what it is. The safes were in here and I finally got this room 100% for myself. The safes are out. This needs to be fixed. I am aware. It will get done when it gets done. Back to that. So here we go. My MKAL bag ready to go. Regarding MKAL, I am not going to put myself in a flat spin. I'm not going to keep up. I am aware of that already. I am just joining to have fun for MKAL this year. And for those that's watching for the first time that doesn't really know what is MKAL when I talk about it. MKAL is a mystery knit along hosted by Stephen West every year in October, and this year the theme is Dew Gradient. Dew Gradient. My accent makes that not sound 100% correct, but anyway. And yeah, he gave the hints as well as the yarn and equipment that you will need. And everybody makes kits every year, and they sell out. And yeah, I'm on a group. I'm on a support group hosted by Yaleen from the Lekker podcast, also here on YouTube. And I'm seeing everybody's choices and their options that they have, and they cannot decide what they want. And I don't blame anyone because there are so many awesome kits out there. If I didn't know, I'm going with Mincy from Naughty Habit to do for me a custom dye in my favorite colors, which are grey and pink. You know, it would have been a nightmare for me. I wouldn't have decided. There are too many options out there and they are all beautiful. So hats off to all the ladies that managed to find something with the kits that's out there. Anyway, back to this. Mincy custom dyed for me what I needed. So the pattern recommends full skeins of fingering weight yarn. So I went with Kaiso, which is the Naughty Habit sock yarn, fingering weight, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon base. And Mincy did a custom dye for me of the 4 colors that talk to each other. There we go. And I'm happy. I am happy. I love it. I don't know what to say more about this, except Mincy has made me very happy. Yeah. I am all ready. I got my 3mm Knit Pro circular needles ready, which by the way was what I used last year as well, so that seems to be the standard. No, let me not make those claims. This is only my second MKAL I'm doing. happens to be the same yarn weight and same knitting needles. I can't say about the previous ones or the ones to come, because we never know when it comes to the MKAL what's going to happen. I'm sorry, that's MKAL. For October, we have this thing called Vlogtober, which I'm obviously doing. We've got this thing called Socktober, where everybody's making socks. And we got this thing called Scrappy'tober, where people use scrap yarns. And I bought a Scrappy'tober box from Naughty Habit, which I also made a reel for the unboxing, which I will link here. No, it won't cover the holes, sorry. Which I will put up. And I've got a few scrappy things happening at the same time. So let's start with my friend Mariette from the Boervrou is hosting a make-along for the month of October, which she calls the DB Sock Along 2023. You can still join. If you want to join, you can DM me. I'll send you her info. DM Mariette, go follow her. And this is the second year she's doing this sock along. Last year it was loads of fun. And she also every year with the sock along brings out a new pattern, and it just so happens the pattern works with scrappy socks. There's a lot of stripes and things happening, and this year's pattern is the stripy bird hide socks. And I am going to use my Scrappy'tober box to do my Socktober project, which is the sock along sock. I'm getting confused here, but I know what's happening. And yeah, I am doing them 2 at a time, which is going to be fun and games today to get the magic cast on done. Is it Judy's magic cast on for the toe? I think so. And that's going to take some brain power, but once that's done, it's done. And when I'm done adding to the sock, I am going to add to my Cozy Memories blanket. So the Cozy Memories blanket is a free pattern by Kemper Ray. I will link everything below. And last year's Scrappy'tober box is in here already. And this blanket I call my Cozy Sock Memories blanket. So every time I finish a sock, the yarn that's left over goes in here. So if I'm doing contrasting heels and toes and so on, 2 blocks get added. When I do a scrappy sock like last year, I have a lot more blocks to add. So this year we will add at least 10 blocks in the month of October. Okay? All that's left over from Scrappy'tober box. Once that's done, I need to ball 5 grams into a small ball, because I'm doing a yarn swap this year with a friend in December. So we're making our own fun Advent adventures. That's something to look forward to. So I need to add to that, and then only then what is left over, if there's something left over, I will be adding more blocks to my Battenberg. More blocks to my Battenberg box, and hopefully add a little bit to my Battenberg blanket. So the Battenberg blanket is also a free pattern by Sandra Paul. Sandra also has a YouTube channel and a podcast that I will link below. And this is, like I said, a free pattern. And we are using this pattern to host a 2-year-long make-along, myself and Mariette from the Boervrou. And it's been going well so far, except I'm very far behind. I might need 3 to 4 years instead of the 2 years. But let's see. Let's see. And then by the time I'm done here with the Battenberg, there should not be any yarn left of my Scrappy'tober box. So my goal is to have all the yarn for my Scrappy'tober box worked in to my project by the end of October. There is 10 packets in the box of 20 grams each, which leaves us at 200 grams. And 200 grams are 2 skeins, full skeins, that I need to work up in 1 month or add to the advent. At least that's around 50 grams if I have enough left over of all the colors to fill up that. So that's minus 50 grams. That makes it easier. So I only have 150 grams to work up in October 2023. Can be done. It's not impossible. Just need to stick to it. What else do I want to say? I don't know. I think that's it. I already opened, because this is take 2. Sorry. I already opened today's packet of the Moody Broody box. I forgot to mention. Mincy brought out 2 boxes this year. One called Airy Fairy and one called Moody Broody. And I went for Moody Broody. And this is day number 1. And this is actually giving me some MKAL 2022 vibes. But just for me personally. Because Mincy also last year did for me a custom dye for the twist and turn shawl that we did last year for MKAL. And it was also this grey and pink speckles. Except this is more a purple speckle. As you can see. There we go. So I need to do Julie's Magic Cast on 2 at a time. With the socks now, I'm going to do that off camera. Because it's going to be a fiddly business. So I got my 2 toes casted on. I am cruising through these toes and just wanted to quickly give an update of the plans for today. Today's plans are to go to town quickly. We need to run some errands, get some groceries. My fridge is empty. And then when we come back, I'm obviously going to continue with my scrappy projects because it is Scrappy Sunday after all. Oopsie. And then something that I need to do is finish the vlog of our trip to the Netherlands, which has been passed more than a month ago. And I have been having an uphill battle to get the footage into a format that I can load it onto YouTube. So all of the programs I've been using in the past, I've tried everything. Every time I want to export, it's a disaster. And my feeling is it's because that I have to edit a lot of the photos. and I've been trying to edit the photos in the program that does the videos. So the moment I export, it's just an absolute disaster. It gets stuck and it doesn't move ahead. So I'm trying a new program now. That's a lot easier to edit the photos inside the app as well. So I want to try and get that finished today as well. And I need to put at least an hour's worth of work in for work as well, just to give myself a little bit of a head start to the week, because it is going to be a hectic week next week. So yeah, do some planning, just get a look at my calendar. I try to give myself just a little bit of a boost on Sundays for the week ahead, because they tend to be very, very, very crazy. I've got a few systems that I'm working on, trying to see if they will work for me, how I can customize it to fit my needs. Not everybody's needs are the same. So I am doing a mixture of bullet journaling and developing a second brain on a digital platform. So yeah, I'm trying to find a mixture of how I can get that to work for me, because a bullet journal alone, the pace at which I need to work, if I need to write everything down, I tend to stop writing things down and I tend to forget. Whereas typing is a lot faster for me. And the other thing that I like about a digital platform for a second brain effect is the magic of the search button. I don't have to page back and forth in my books trying to figure out when did I do what and say what and what idea did I have. I just search for some keywords in my notes and Bob's your uncle. So yeah, I don't want to rant about that too much. I'm just saying I need to just set myself up for the coming week, and I will take you guys with me. I might not talk too much because I don't want the vlogs to hold back my life, and you need to stay quiet now because I'm filming or something like that. I will film and I will mute the conversations in the background and put music over it, and yeah, that's it. If I talk, I talk. If I don't talk, you get to listen to some music.